Now the first step is to run the game from the game installation folder. So instead of launching the game from Epic Games Launcher, or instead of launching it from Steam, you can go to the game installation folder. So if you have the game on Steam, make a right click, select manage, click on browse local files. If you have the game on Epic Games Launcher, click on these three dots and then go to manage, and then click on this folder icon in front of installation, click on it. The game, now over here you can see the game exe file. Make a double click on the game exe file, and then you can launch the game from here and then check. If that does not work, then run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. Now for this, you can make a right click on the game exe file, select properties, go to this tab, put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator, hit apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game and then check. Still not working, then go to properties and this time select Windows 8 over here, put a check over here, Windows 8, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game and then check. Still not working, then select Windows 7 over here, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game and then check. Still not working, put a check on disable full screen optimization, hit apply, click on OK and then launch the game. If that does not work, uncheck. So now for this, make a right click. This has worked for me. So if this is checked, you can uncheck this box, uncheck everything. So when you put a check on all these boxes not working, you can uncheck everything and then click on OK. Follow the next step. Now the next step is to disable Steam overlay. Now this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Now for this, Steam users can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties and then turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game. Also make sure that you close all the other overlay applications. Like if you have Discord running, you can go to Discord settings, turn off overlay. If you have Nvidia app running, go to Nvidia app settings and turn off Nvidia overlay. So close all the overlay application and then launch the game. Next step is to delete this blackreefConfig file. Now for this, you can before you delete it, let me inform you, all the saved settings will be lost. So to delete this config file, you can open File Explorer on your computer. Now once you open File Explorer, go to this PC, open C drive. Now open users folder. Now open your username folder. Now open saved games folder. Over here you will see Arcane Studios folder. Open this folder. Here you can see DEATHLOOP folder. Open this folder. Open base folder. Here you can see blackreefConfig file. So make a right click. If you want to create a backup, you can copy and paste it somewhere. Now delete this file. Once this file is deleted, now you can launch the game and then check. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Still not working, rename the save game files. But before you rename it, let me inform you, all the saved game progress will be lost. You have to start everything from scratch. So create a backup first. Now for this, go to the same location. So go back, again back, open this. You can simply copy this folder. First of all, create a backup. Once you have a backup created, so I have the backup created now. Once you have a backup over here, now you can rename this folder. You can rename it whatever you want, and then you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to, now you can skip this step if you're not able to launch the game. But if you're able to launch the game, disable VSync, turn off ray tracing. This has also worked for many players. If you're not able to launch the game, skip this step. Now once you launch the game, go to options. So go to options and then go to visuals. Now over here, scroll down and find VSync. So where you can see VSync. Now if VSync is on, you can turn it off. Turn off the VSync and then also turn off this Nvidia reflex. If this is on, turn it off and then go to advanced settings. Now once you go to advanced settings, over here you can see texture details. You can set this to low and apply the settings. Also turn off the ray tracing. So if you see a ray tracing over here, you can turn off ray tracing. So in my case, I don't see ray tracing over here, but in your case, if you see ray tracing, turn it off. And then you can check. Now the next step is to turn on or turn off vSync in Nvidia Control Panel. So go to desktop, make a right click on the desktop, show more option, and then click on Nvidia Control Panel. Now once Nvidia Control Panel is open, go to manage 3D settings. So click on manage 3D settings over here, and then go to program settings over here, and then click on add, and then select the game exe file. So you can find the game in the list, select the game, and then click on add selected program. If you don't find the game in the list, you can click on browse and then go to the game installation folder and select the game exe file, click on add selected program. Now over here select high performance Nvidia processor, and then over here find vSync. So here you can see vertical sync, click on it, and you can, first of all, you can turn this off and then hit apply and then launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can even turn on the vSync. If it was already off, you can turn it on, apply the settings, and then check. And the frame, you can also try this, find maximum frame rate, and you can set this to 60. Set this to 60, click on OK, apply, and then you can launch the game. So try 60 FPS with vSync. First of all, try to turn on the vSync and then check. If that does not work, you can turn off the vSync and then check it with 60 FPS and then check. Now still not working. The next step is to disable Intel graphics from device manager. So if you have inbuilt graphic card, like if your computer has a dual graphic card, so go to device manager and expand display adapter. So if your computer has an inbuilt graphic card, if your computer has a dual graphic card, one is discrete, one is inbuilt, you can make a right click on inbuilt one and then click on disable device, and then you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can always enable it. If this does not work, you can enable the inbuilt graphic card. Next step is to allow the game exe file to antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, whichever antivirus program you have, allow the game exe file to antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, open Windows settings, go to privacy and security, and then click on Windows security, and then click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down at the bottom, you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on it, click on allow an app through control folder access, click on yes to allow, click on add an allowed app, click on browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder. So in my case, the game is installed over here in this location. If you have the game on Steam, you can select this exe file, click on open, click on add allowed app, browse, open base folder. If you, so that's the only exe file. So add it. Once added, now type in control panel in Windows search box, go to control panel, system and security, Windows Defender firewall, click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender firewall, click on change settings at the top, click on allow the app, click on browse, and then again go to the game installation folder, open the game folder, and then select the game exe file, click on open, and then click on add. In my case, the game is already added. Now Epic Games user can find the game exe file, like allow an app through control folder access, click on yes to allow, and then click on add an allowed app, click on browse all apps, and then C drive, program files, Epic Games, open the game folder, select the game exe file, click on open. Do the same thing over here, add it over here, and then launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to perform a clean installation of your graphics card driver. Now this is important. So if you have Nvidia card, go to Nvidia website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for Nvidia. So to perform a clean installation, go to Nvidia website and then select your graphic card from the list. Make sure that you select your graphic card and then select the right operating system. So if you have Windows 11, select Windows 11. If you have Windows 10, select Windows 10, and then click on find. And once you click on find, you will see this page. Now here you will find the latest GeForce Game Ready driver. Now click on View, and then once you click on View, you will see the download option. Click on Download and let the download complete. Now once the download is complete, run the exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see this screen. Click on Agree and Continue, and then select Custom option over here. By default Express would be selected. Select Custom and then click on Next, and then you will see this screen. Now put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure you put a check on perform a clean installation and then click on Next and let the installation complete. Once the installation is complete, restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. AMD card user, first of all, uninstall the current graphic card driver and then restart your computer. Go to AMD website and then select your graphic card, install the latest graphic card driver, restart your computer once again, and then check. If that does not work, you can even use this DDU, that is display driver uninstaller. If you don't have it, you can search in Google display driver uninstaller. You can install it from Google, and then once you have this installed, you can launch display driver uninstaller, and then you can, if you have select the GPU. If you have Nvidia card, then select Nvidia. If you have AMD, select AMD, and then go for clean and restart. Once clean and restart is completed, then you can install the latest graphic card driver from Nvidia or AMD website and then check. Next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box, click on graphics settings, and then click on add desktop app over here. Go to the game installation folder, open the game folder, select the game exe file, click on open, and then click on add over here. And once the game is added over here, you can find the game in the list, and then click on the game, and then over here select high performance. If you have the game on Epic Games Launcher, you can go to this location, C drive, program files, Epic Games, and then DEATHLOOP, then select the game exe file. Once the game is added over here, select high performance, and then you can check. Now the next step is to verify the game files. Now to verify the game file for Epic Games Launcher user, you can go to Epic Games website, click on this three dot, and then click on manage. Over here you will see the verify option. Click on verify and then launch the game. If you have the game on Steam, then make a right click on the game, select properties, go to install files tab, and then click on verify integrity of game files. Once the verification is 100% complete, launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to do not overclock your computer. If you have overclocked your computer, then set it to default and close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI, Afterburner, ReverTuner, or any kind of overclocking application running, you can close it and then launch the game. Next step is to try power save mode. So for this, type in Control Panel in Windows search box and then click on Control Panel, and then go to Hardware and Sound, go to Power Options. Now over here, if you see Power Saver option, you can select Power Saver. So you might see Power Saver like this. Put a check on Power Saver and then launch the game and then check. You can even go for Balanced and then check. Check which one is working fine for you. And also, if you're using this Intel Extreme Tuning Utility software, if you don't have it, in Google you can search for Intel Extreme Tuning Utility. You can install this software and you can set the performance core ratio to maybe 55x or maybe 54x, maybe 53x, and then apply the settings and then check. Now the next step is to try DX11 or DX12 in the launch option. Now for this, you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, in the launch option type in -DX11, and then you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can try -DX12, launch the game and then check. Still not working, you can remove this and then follow the next step. Now if you have the game on Epic Games Launcher, in that case you can click on these three dots and then click on manage, and in the launch option you can just turn on launch option over here and then type in -DX11, and then you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, type in -DX12, launch the game and then check. Still not working, then you can remove this from here and then turn this off and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in View Advanced System Settings in Windows search box, and then click on View Advanced System Settings, and then click on the first settings, and then go to Advanced tab, and then click on Change over here, and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive, and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 gigabyte. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK, and over here it's 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM, 16 GB. So 16 into 1024. 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5. 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM, that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576, and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 gigabyte. I have 16 gigabyte of RAM. So 16 into 1024, I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3, that is 49152. 4915152. Now click on set over here, then click on OK, apply, OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the next step is to install Visual C++ file. This is important. So copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. On this website, you will see Visual Studio files. Download this x86 and x64 version. So install both the files. So click on it, and then you can run this exe file. Now if you see the repair option, you have to click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install, click on yes to allow. Download this x64 file as well. Run this exe file. If you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install, and let the repair complete. Let the installation complete. Both files are installed. Then you can close this, and then you can restart your computer. And after the system restart, launch the game. Still not working. The next step is to update the BIOS. So go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell. If you have a Lenovo, go to Lenovo. So whichever brand you have, go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, and then update the BIOS. In case of laptop, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter is connected to the computer. During the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Next step is to unplug all the external devices from the computer. So if you have HOTAs, wheel, pedals, any kind of USB adapter connected, disconnected. Disconnect extra controller connected to the computer. Disconnect multiple monitor. If you have any third-party services or application running, you can close it. And also if you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. The last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drives. So if nothing is working, you can make a right click on the game, select manage, click on uninstall. Now after the uninstall, go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, restart your computer, and then install the game to C drive. So if the game is installed to different drive like D drive or E drive or any external drive, try to install the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to run this game successfully on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.